if you're a wicked stepmother as well, put on your own shoes and dance for yourself. If you're a friend to a wicked stepmother, put on your dancing shoes as well. Start representing. Oh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Pamela. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please kindly join the list squad. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to see. Period. So guys, thank you so much my returning subscribers. Thank you for my amazing subscribers. Yeah, you all are amazing. And if this is your first time clicking on my YouTube channel, please kindly join the list squad. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell as well. So guys, today we are going to be talking. You know this channel, yeah, this channel I do basically everything, anything doable. But my main focus, I like story times. Yeah, I like telling stories. I like giving like experience on things that are happening in these basic things that are happening here in Dubai, because I'm based here in Dubai. So on today's video, we are not going to be talking about Dubai. I'm going to be giving I'm going to be telling a story time. You guys already saw from the thumbnail, you saw already from the title. Yeah, it's about to go down. Like, it's a quite sad story. It's a quite sad. The experience is so horrible. Like, the video today I'm going to share with you guys, and I will also give some advice. I almost got killed by my stepmother. Yeah, you guys may be wondering, blah blah blah, but this is true. This is fact. I am giving you all the gist so that you should know. If you are a lady, you married to you happen to give birth to a dog, then you should know the type of people, the type of women, the type of girls that you entrust your children to them. Like for my case, yeah, I'm not going to get sad because that is in the past, like 10 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago. Yeah, let me get that fact. So the time I almost got killed by my stepmother, let me explain to you guys how this stepmother thing managed to, like, you know, when you're growing up, my mom, I don't know what happened between my mom and my dad. I don't know, and I don't want to know. Yes, but I know they were separated when I was still very young, at a tender age. So from there I was I wish that they were still alive, or if they are still alive, I don't know what I would. Let me know. As I promised you guys, I'm not going to get emotional on this video. Like, this one is so heartbreaking. Like, so as I was saying, I don't know what happened between my mom and my dad. Yeah, so me and my two elder sisters, yeah, because by that at that age I never had junior ones, but I have my two junior sisters. That one is a story for another day. Let me see what I came here to say. So mine, at that tender age, when my mom left, I don't know what happened. I said already, let me start repeating stuff. Yeah, so when my mom left, we were being taken to the village. Yeah, we were being taken to the village so that my grandmom can take care of us, because there was no one to take care of us. I had a bad past childhood memory that anytime anytime I try to recall what I went through, I always cry. Even till now I still cry because it's so painful. I wouldn't wish for anyone, I wouldn't wish for any baby, for any child to go through what we were facing. Me and my two elder sisters. Yvette Kwamso, she's a YouTuber as well. You can kindly check I will leave her name here. You can kindly check her. Like that's, I think that's my first mom. That's the mom that I grew up to know. But I have my mom. I love my mom. But when it comes to I speak fact. I don't go about faking. I don't go about telling you no. That is like, I love her with my life. And my other sister Yvonne Conso. Those are like the one that really nurtured me from childhood to what I am there. What I am today is as a result of their hard work with my dad. I give them accolades to that. So we were being taken to the village because my dad was, we had a big, we have a house in Keita and Kumba, yeah, my city. So when stuffs happened, yeah, I was taken to the three of us were taken to the village. So we went there. We were living with our grandmom. May her soul rest in perfect peace. I miss her so much, and like oh my God. So when I was in class 4, my grandmom passed away. So being at that stage, my dad was a businessman. He was running helter-skelter, like trying to put food on the table, trying to pay our school fees. So he had to look for another lady, another woman whom he can entrust his kids to, because when it comes to love, the love my father has for us, I haven't seen that love. Even my partner, I haven't. He don't even have 1/5 of what my father has for us. The love that man has for us is like crazy. So my dad went and married that lady, brought to the village. By that time I was in class 5. So that Alice can be cooking for us, taking care of us, and doing certain stuff for us. But mind you guys, that lady, before my dad married her, she had 4 other kids already. So my dad was thinking that maybe I will marry this lady because she has kids, she will know how to take care of my kids, and so on and so forth, which that was completely wrong. So when I was in class 5, that was when my elder sisters got their first school leaving, because my dad was, he told us that when you pass your first school leaving, you are going to come back to Kumba to continue your secondary school. So when my elder sisters, when they got their first school leaving, they went. When I was living with my elder sister in the village, I never felt that, because if I had something that, like, if I'm kind of bored, I usually confront, I usually talk to them, we usually talk to them. We grew up like the 3 of us were like this. You know when they say like Bonnie and Clyde, like Chimbom, like we were like this even till now. So that's why I keep losing my focus. That's why I'm like attached to them like this, because those are the people I grew up with. Like the attachment is like this. I really don't know. Like if you hurt them, you hurt me. And if you beat them, if I have my power, even if I don't have the energy, I will still beat you. Get that to your spot. If you hurt them, I hurt. If you beat them, I will beat you. So now when they left, they came back to Kumba to continue their secondary school. I was left there in the village. That was when I saw First World War. First World War happened when I was not here, but at that tender age, I witnessed First World War. I think I was barely 8 years old, because I was one intelligent kid. Like I was so intelligent, even from primary school to my advanced level. I was super intelligent. Yeah. So my stepmother, when my sisters left, I started living with my stepmother. I don't know why women are devilish. I don't know how to. I think devilish is even like a little bit nicer. So I started living with my stepmom. Then you know, this type of, my dad used to bring food stuff, bring money. I only eat, you know, when you cook rice, I only eat rice when my dad is around. Even because my dad will come, like, visit us like 1 week, then we go back to Kumba. Then I will left there. When my dad leaves, that's when my eating of rice stop. So I have to be eating from one day. I have to be begging from one neighbor to another to feed. I was like, at that time there was no phone like Android. I didn't think it was this moment, like this Android generation. I wouldn't have went through what I went through. I was emotionally, physically, and I don't know, I was abused to the highest fault. it came to an extent where I usually ate from my grandma and my grandmom's friend's house, because that lady was not giving me food. The day she almost killed me was the day, when you are living in the village, yeah, Africa. I'm talking most about Africa because I don't know if they are, yeah, or I think all African countries they have villages. When in those days, yeah, in those days, in those days, when I was the one who usually wake up. I will fetch water for the whole house. Yeah, fetch water for her kids were far older than me. She had 4 kids. I think 2 of them were older than me. Then the other ones were, I was older than them. So I used to fetch water for all of them. I used to do all the dish cleaning, everything in the house. But after doing all those things, I would not still eat. So there is that day that she almost strangled me because that lady made me almost turn into a radical, almost turn into a criminal. Because when you are living with someone, like you feel pain, you always want like to retaliate. Anything she said, like you don't even, the love was not there. So this fateful day, I went to fetch water. I was about to go to school. That was my final year. That was my final year in the primary school, because I know after that I will move straight and meet my sisters. But that was my highest joy. So that day, I wake up early in the morning. I went to fetch water. After fetching the water, I need to like fix fire here to heat the food, because there was no gas, no stove, nothing like that. She had her third child was very stubborn. Like she could put all her legs, and then we'll gather this, I don't know how, this arches fire, and then I don't know, she would just sit inside the fireside. So I was telling this child, please, I was telling the daughter, please excuse me, I want to fix this fire. I want to fix this fire, so like at least heat the food, then we eat and go to school, because I was the one doing everything. I swear to God. So this kid, when I asked her in a polite manner, she retaliated. Me being someone that like I don't know how to be calm on certain situations. If I tell you first time, please, second time, please, third time, please, then the fourth time, like, please leave this place, leave. I'm not begging you again. Why should I be begging you? So when I shouted on her, she went to her mom. Then she started crying that I beat her. No, she didn't went to her mom straight. Let me not fast forward the story. She went to her elder sister because she wanted to fight me, so I fight back. I'm that type of person that I always fight back. I don't know how to sit down and cry, because at that stage I was on my own. There was no mother to protect me. There was no sister to protect me. There was no father to protect me. I was on my own. So she started fighting me. I fight back. Then she called our other senior sister. I beat both of them. Because I was, when you're fighting with pain, when you're fighting with anger, when you're fighting with tears, I beat them up. I beat them up. Then she called the first one. That one was big like this, the palms. If she could give you one slap, you would just go straight to the mortuary. She came, then she started beating me. Then the mom, I don't know where the mom was from. The mom was coming from the neighbor's house. Then both of them, they general beating, like as if I stole something. They started pounding me. Then I ran. I started running. I was running and crying. I was shouting, help. I was shouting, help. Nobody was helping me. I was running. They were chasing me as if I stole something. They were chasing me and shooting me with stones, whole lot of stones, shooting me. I kept running. Then I ran to my grandmother's friend's house in the village. That's when she came to my rescue. Then immediately that lady came. She's these old people. Immediately she came. She started crying. She cried her eyes out. Like, guys, I really don't want to cry, because I really don't want to cry in this video. I'm just trying to hold myself, because that has been in the past. So that lady, she started crying. From there, I never ate her food again. I was just eating from my grandmother's friend's house. I would eat from there. Then from there, I would still do the chores where they would still hate me for no reason. Then God finally blessed me. I passed my first school. Then I moved. I passed my first school. Then I moved to Kumba where I met my sister. Like, that was on the day of my graduation, guys. I packed my things already. You know, when you pack, I packed my things already before my graduation. When my dad came, the same day, we left the same day. After I graduated, we didn't even sleep. The graduation, like, it got finished in the afternoon. We left the same day. I told my dad, I'm not sleeping here, because my dad usually give money. You know, these people, these small stores, yeah, he usually gives money there that when I'm hungry I should go there, like from break time I should go there and go and collect food, because they were not giving me food. I could only eat from my grandmother's friend in the morning. Then when I go to the school in the afternoon, what will I eat? So he always keep some money there that I should go there and take food stuff. Like, I was addicted to gari. I kept eating gari until one day a class started to name me Gary. I even have, like, even my primary school friends are watching, used to call me Gary, mommy Gary, because I was eating gari. Gari was like my lunch every day, gari and pear. So guys, we have come to the end of this video, but I want to say something most important. If you are a woman, or if you happen to give birth out of wedlock, always try to make sure that you know the safety of your child, because you don't know what that child is going through. You don't know the pain that child is going through, because the pain I felt, like, that pain is horrible. You don't know what that child is going through. Please always try to check on your child. Always try to ask always try to know if your children are okay. Always try to know the type of female that you entrust your children to, because I, for one, I will never leave any of my kids to anybody. I will never, ever and ever leave my better I don't get married. Let me suffer with my kids, because what I went through, the psychology, like the pain, at times I still get traumatized. That's why like, lots of people that don't know me, they say I don't like communicating, I don't like being social, I don't like talking to people, because I grew up being a lonely person. I grew up being a lonely type. I was only tied around 3 people. My biological mom was not there to cook for me. At times when I close from school, I will sit down, I will see my friends, they are eating their food. Me, I need to go into the kitchen. Mind you guys, I was like, when I was in overseas, I'm writing my advanced level. After school, I need to close from school, I need to read, I need to cook, I need to also check on my junior sisters. Like that, lot of girls go certain things happen to them, not because they really want them to happen to them. I believe that was one of the primary reasons that even get into certain things that were not, they were not even supposed to be done. I even did things that were not even supposed to do, just because that love was not there, just because somebody to take care of me was not there. So please, if you have your children, always make sure to know the welfare of your children, no matter the circumstances that you are facing with that partner. Let me say, if you keep your children, let me say you have misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is okay, because women nowadays, because of let me say abuse, domestic violence, they have to divorce or do separate. But if you're separate to your partner, always make sure to check on that kids, because that trauma kills, that trauma hurts so bad. Anytime I think of it, if I see my stepmother, that one, I have lots of stepmothers, like I passed through a lot of stepmothers, yeah, but some were kind of nice, some were just living devils. So guys, if you happen to find your kids, always make sure to check upon your kid. Even if you are not allowed to see your kid, always sneak to your children's school to check on their welfare. And if you're a woman, if you have a stepdaughter or you have a stepson, please don't treat somebody's child. Those kids, they didn't do anything, they didn't beg to come to this world. Those kids are innocent. Don't go about traumatizing people's children. Don't do it, please. Please. So guys, so we have come to the end of this video, but I have one special song that I'm going to play for my stepmother, because what she put me through. I grew up fighting for my life. I grew up fighting. I wanted to be great in life, so that she and that her so-called children, they will be shocked. The treatment they gave me, I will be the one to be giving them that treatment. Yes, and I mean it. And I mean it. So guys, where is that song? I'll play that song. Just wait. Where is it? Please, 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 please. Wi-Fi, be good to me. Ladies and gentlemen, yo, listen to my story. Yeah, now you see the glory. Stepmother, thank you. Now I see the glory. I need that same energy now. Hi, people are wicked. Oh. Where is this music? Guys, hold on. I must play this music. I want to dance my stepmother. Please, 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 please. Not this one. This is sound. Something about you, I just can't see. Morning. You don't want me to bust my brain. Tell me what you see. I press every mile, I won't let it again. Play this one, the one I want. Aha, this is the song, guys. So put on your dancing shoes. Listen to my story, yeah, now you see the glory. oh. My stepmother showed me. Hey, he showed me. Yes, I'm going. Star representing. Oh.